In a state that lives and breathes football, welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. Brings in the kick at the 9. Escapes a defender. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff running left, it's Blue. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Third down run with Blue. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's Willis to the air. Escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Throw on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Blue. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air here. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Five men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Giants going vehicle, third down coming. Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys stretch their early lead to 9. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Menu narration set to 100.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Tracy once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Darts out of the shotgun. Puts some air under it, deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants' side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd down and 5. Play action now for Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Following the false start penalty. Here's third down and longer. Running it after the penalty. And this run's good for a 9-yard pickup, but it still leaves them short. That brings up fourth down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st down, it starts. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it in close. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, it kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. First down, here's Dak. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Prescott, first and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the give, it's Blue. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Now Dart. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
On first down, here's Dart. Finding Johnson once more. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play volleyball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. They'll go. Here's Dart. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Quick one to the outside by Dart.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's second and goal from the 6. From the gun, here's Dart. He rolls to his right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final shot before the half. And it's incomplete on third and goal. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. clambering now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. A give to Tracy up the middle. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They'll motion Slayton left. They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Ball at the 33 for first down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darts back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Dart. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. He's back to throw. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, here starts. Has it at the 7. And they're gonna get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throwing out to the left, cut! So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Out quickly, it's Johnson. And in, touchdown, New York! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Dart gonna throw again. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Gotta go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Turpin with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. To the 10! And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubts. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On play action with Dart. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Blue gets the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going with Blue here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Prescott on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Hits his running back. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Headed out right. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Gun this time. Here's Dart. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, That leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Darts out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And he's gonna take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Escapes the pocket. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Prescott now to throw on third down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So we're through 3 here. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Dak throwing again. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw once more. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another throw for Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will have the football shy of the 20-yard line. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
On first down, here's Starks. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw it. Has his man, it's Tracy. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Jukes one defender, and he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. working from the gun to start. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, Prescott. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first is Prescott. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Caleb Farley has it. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
This is Tracy. And he's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run, Brock. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
On play action with Dart. Has it at the 7. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
Hey, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Prescott. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Now blue. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Prescott now off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again is Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Giants have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Gano ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now it's Blue. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Throwing on 1st down, it starts. Taking a deep shot here. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now. Here's Darts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now, off play action. Vacates quickly left side. On the move, chucking it deep down the left sideline. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Giants keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Cano's point after is good. And the Giants continue piling on to this lead. Cano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Oh no, they get him yet again! Caleb Farley has it. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
They'll go play action. Here's Darts. He lost it deep left. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be chased down about a step before that.